Let's talk with your host, Reggie B.
Hey everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel, the Simply Straight Talk channel. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment, the notification button, let you know when new videos drop. And always leave feedback, man. Share these with other people. Let me know your thoughts. So here we go. Kirk Franklin and his son apparently have had an up and down relationship over the years, many years. And oftentimes when people have relationships that are fragile like that, there's a couple aspects to this I kind of want to hit on real quick. You know, number one, apparently there was an audio release where I guess Kirk Franklin was using some vulgar language and people are kind of like going in about that. Tell me one person who believes in God that don't curse or get angry. I'll wait, because even you have done it yourself. No matter how much you sit here and say you love God, I guarantee you that sometimes you have cursed somebody out or you have went off. When you're a parent, there's a different emotional aspect. So kids will do things that will make you curse at them. It don't mean you don't love God. It don't mean you turned away from God. Everybody gets angry sometimes. You got angry at that person you work with. You got angry at that person. You know, I don't know the whole dynamic of their relationship, so I'm not here to say if Kirk Franklin's right. I'm not here to say if his son is right. I don't know who's right or who's wrong. And a lot of people like to jump on social media and start attacking somebody without knowing all the facts, without knowing all the details. You're all getting third-hand information basically from social media, where other people are just getting it from other people. So it's not even third-hand information. By the time some of us get the information, it's like 100 people in. So with that being said, I'm not here to say who's wrong, who's right. Now, when people get mad at somebody, they like to take to social media. And this is where I find a big fault is when people do this. And a lot of times it's when one person has said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with the situation no more. I'm shutting down. I'm shutting down all conversations. So what people would do, they will go onto social media to publicly attack somebody to get that person to respond. Now, here's the problem with that whole tactic. Whenever you attack somebody publicly on social media, do you really think that person is going to respond with a positive reception to say, oh, you know what? All this negative and belittling they're doing to me socially in front of everybody on my social media, websites, platforms, wherever you're doing it. Do you really think that person is going to jump in and be all happy? No. What normally happens is you make the situation worse. When you attack somebody on social media, you're actually pushing that person further away. If you're trying to bring people together and you're attacking that person on social media, you're probably going to create more distance. Because now what you've really done is probably piss that other person off so much that they're like, you know what? The hell with it. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with that person. Everybody leave me alone. Because now they're so pissed off that you took something that should have been a private family matter and you put all this stuff out there publicly and you try to degrade or belittle that person, but you're expecting a positive result from it. So I can speak to, because I've had somebody do that to me, and whereas if it would have been handled a different way, I would have been like, let's look at the situation. But when you attack somebody publicly on social media, you're not going to get positive results. You're just not. That's if you're trying to make, and all the times when people do that, they're trying to get that person to respond, to initiate some type of conversation. But the problem is when you attack somebody like that, you're not going to get a good conversation. You're not going to get a good reaction. You're going to get somebody that's going to pull back, or they're going to cut ties altogether. So whereas there was once a possibility to where, you know, with time, it could have healed and built some type of relationship or repaired the relationship. Now, you just simply amputated that whole relationship. Because that other person would probably say, I don't want nothing to do with you or them. So when you think about two people that are in conflict, or two people that may be at a disagreement, attacking the other one, or third party attacking that person on another person's behalf just to ignite something, you're going to ignite something that's going to make it worse. And most people, I don't want to speak for everybody, most people, when you attack them publicly, they want nothing to do with you or anybody tied with you. They don't. They don't want nothing to do with you. So think about that before you take that road or going on social media and attacking somebody, or trying to degrade or belittle somebody. Think about the reaction that you're probably going to get from that person. It's not going to be a positive reaction. It's really not. It's going to be something negative. And most likely that person, like I said, is just going to cut you off. Now, as far as Kirk Franklin and his son, Kirk Franklin has been under fire a lot, and I think it's really challenging when you're in the public eye, because everything you do is under scrutiny. And all of a sudden, everybody's without sin that comes at you. And that's pretty much it. When you are a preacher, you're a singer, and you do something wrong, and you're a big public figure, everybody comes for you because they're without sin. They're without sin. So they come for you. Now, I'm not saying Kirk Franklin is this perfect person. And I think that's the mistake we make with a lot of people. Yes, you may enjoy the music because it's spiritual music that moves you towards God. It connects with you. Preachers preach a sermon. It moves you towards God. It connects with you. You're supposed to be connecting with God, the Word of God, the song of God. But some people get so tied to the individual that you lose the whole message. You lose the whole message. Now, I don't know Kirk Franklin's life. And that's why I don't like to judge, and I don't like to sit here and pretend like I'm this perfect person that can call somebody out and say what they're doing wrong if I'm not with that person. Now, if I know somebody and I know that person may be stepping out of character a little bit or doing something that might be morally wrong, then if I know them, I can say something to them. Or if I see a situation that might be looking bad, I might be able to say a little something. But I can't just call out celebrities. And a lot of people call out celebrities because they want a little 15 minutes of fame. They don't call out other people. They do it to celebrities. So the thing about it is, I don't know Kirk Franklin's personal life. I've never been a Kirk Franklin fan. I like some of his music. But the music that I like is because it connects with me in my relationship with God, not the Kirk Franklin. I don't know Kirk Franklin. The relationship, his family dynamic, I know nothing about it. So I don't know if Kirk Franklin is right. I don't know if his son is right. You got a lot of people that comment on this stuff that have no idea because they're just going on what they hear and not what they know. They don't know what's factual. And oftentimes, the first person to spew something out, that's what everybody jump on. Everybody jumps on it. And none of them have the facts. None of them have any facts or real information. They're just jumping on the quickest bandwagon because they want to be the first to comment. So with that being said, man, y'all think about it. If y'all beefing with somebody, be it a family member, a friend, a cousin, a co-worker, whatever it is, if you want to fix the situation, sometimes you got to give a situation some space. And if y'all had an exchange of words, you got to really take into consideration what they said. How true is what they're saying is. Because sometimes we're so mad at a person and that person is telling us what they don't like, we get mad at it and we're not hearing the fact that it's actually the truth about us. I'm not talking about Kirk, I'm talking about people in general right now. Because when we're angry, we get so upset with the situation and the person that we're not hearing what's really bothering us. And that could be their situation as well. But going to social media and putting stuff on Twitter and all this type of stuff, it's not going to fix anything. You think calling somebody out on Twitter is going to fix the relationship? You think it's going to make it better? Because now, if you go on somebody's social media platform and you start typing up and ranting about how you hate them and they did this to you, now this person is like, that's supposed to be my little place where there's no drama. Maybe they just post music or motivational stuff to lift themselves up. But now they got to sit here and defend your bull crap, which ultimately all you got to do is just block them. Don't even respond back to them. Just block them. Just block them. But people do stuff like that. So don't use social media. Don't think ranting and raving on social media is going to make somebody come back and start talking to you, and all of a sudden you're going to get this loving vibe, family, friend, co-worker relationship, whatever you're trying to get. If anything, that person is going to distance themselves from you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want nothing to do with you. Listen, social media can be a great thing in some aspects, but in some ways, social media can be so damaging to relationships, to family, and to people because people use it the wrong way. So social media is not bad. It's the person who has that person and how they use that profile that makes it bad. And I think a lot of times we want to blame social media. Social media is just an electronic application. It's the person, the individual that does that makes it bad. Their profile is bad. So y'all just think about that. Don't go out and start attacking people and doing stuff because it really don't help. It don't help you. It's not going to help the situation. If you have to get a situation some space, do it. Take a step back. Okay, you know what? Maybe we don't need to talk for a while. Maybe we need to take a break for about 6 months to a year. Let me get myself together, clear my head, and I can come back as a better person, self-improve myself. Maybe they'll come back as a better person. They self-improve themselves, and it'll just be a slow reunion of bringing it back together. And then when you can see that calmer minds have prevailed, then you may see that our relationship can start to form. But it's not going to form as long as you putting out negative crap about somebody publicly and thinking that that's going to make them run to you. I don't know what people think they're going to accomplish by doing that. I really don't. I just don't. But hey, that was my little chat for today. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Reggie. Check out the Simply Straight Talk. We're in the middle we just finished up our last season with the intros. Last season, we talked about pillow talk gone wrong. What couples say in the bedroom gets back to their friends and family. So definitely, y'all check that out, man. Gonna have some new shows coming up for you and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all have a good day. I will catch you next time.
It's your choice, all right here. Oh, simply straight talk.